This is Chris Elliott with Remax Action Real Estate with another real estate quick tip. This week's segment is called Selling As Is. So I actually had a friend of mine, a past client of mine, reach out to me. Her mom has a property on the market, listed it with another agent, womp womp. But anyway, property's not selling. She said, "Hey Chris, can you just take a look at this? And I want my mom's house to sell. She's tied in this other contract, but can you just take a look at things and see what's up? What would you do differently?" So one of the things I noted right off the bat was that the house was being sold as is. And when I dug a little deeper on this, I found out that they had gotten a contract on a property. They had somebody inspect it. Folks kind of picked the house apart on the inspection, and the homeowner just said, "Hey, look, I don't want to get myself into a contract where I'm having to dish out thousands of bucks on an inspection negotiation, so I'm just selling the house as is." Meaning, I'm not going to fix anything. It is what it is. You're buying what you're buying. The problem with slapping that as-is title on a property is twofold. Number one, it scares away a lot of buyers because a lot of buyers assume that anything being sold as is means that the property is junk. And with this particular property, it was in great shape. It was just they had one bad experience with one bad buyer, and it kind of knee-jerk reaction into selling as is. So it scares a lot of people away. The other thing I know as an agent representing buyers, I get a little nervous because basically what as is means is, hey, you can inspect this, but we're not going to make any repairs. I get nervous for my clients that they're going to get themselves into a contract with the property that's being sold as is, sideline themselves for about a week or two, where they're missing other opportunities, other properties that are hitting the market, and ultimately they can end up spending anywhere from $400 to $800 between inspections and appraisals, and find out that the seller's not willing to fix something that may be, a loan requirement for them to be able to purchase the property, or just not be willing to fix something that to make the deal go through. So that's part of the problem with selling as is. An alternative to that is just to have your agent have conversations with prospective buyers. If somebody makes an offer, if an agent, if an offer is coming, just have a conversation with that agent. Say, "Hey, look, here's the situation, here's the deal with my client. We're willing to fix things that are going to be required to make the loan go through, but we're not going to get eaten up by an inspection addendum. We're not going to, dole out thousands of dollars for an inspection report." And that way what it does is communicates that to the buyer's agent, prospective buyer's agent, but at the same time, you have the opportunity for that buyer to come look at the property, to get interested, to get tied in, to get emotionally, hooked on the property, and they're writing you an offer. And now it's just something that you're working through at this point versus slapping up that as is, label on the property, and potentially that buyer may have never even come to see the property. I told my client, I said, "Hey, look, if you went onto a car lot and you saw a property being sold as is, would you even go take it for a test drive, or is that something you would just avoid completely?" So anyway, I hope this helps. Look forward to seeing you guys next week.